Comment ça va, everybody? Josh here from Fishing Louisiana, and in this video, let's talk about exactly that, fishing in Louisiana. You may not know this, but Louisiana is known as a sportsman's paradise. That's a big name to live up to, right? Absolutely. So stay tuned as I take you on a virtual tour of Cajun country and show you what it offers to us as anglers. Here in Louisiana, nobody has to travel very far in any direction to hit water that's loaded with fish. In fact, water occasionally comes to the people, whether we want it to or not. In just about any freshwater system in the state, we can expect to catch largemouth bass, two species of crappie, black and white, or more well known as sac-a-lait, several sunfish species, 3 types of catfish, and many other aquatic critters. Some species such as blue catfish and alligator gar reach enormous size. In fact, the Louisiana alligator gar state record was broken a couple years ago at 8 feet long and 215 pounds. People don't call Louisiana the sportsman's paradise for nothing. I, for instance, live right in the center of the state. I'm essentially surrounded by amazing fisheries. So here's just a few of my favorites. About 45 minutes northeast of my hometown is Chico Lake. Wholly within Chico State Park, this beautiful lake covers 1,700 acres and looks more like a picturesque Louisiana swamp. It's produced bass weighing more than 13 pounds and great catches of bluegill. It's not uncommon to also hook into a feisty chain pickerel or a huge bowfin. Chico welcomes kayakers and bass boats alike. I prefer fishing out of a kayak here due to having to maneuver into tight areas around the gum trees and bald cypress trees that seemingly hold fish year-round. With that being said, when I fish Chico Lake, I usually stick to flipping and pitching creature baits around the standing timber. Another productive method that I've used here is punching. At some points of the year, especially the summertime, the fish like to congregate under the mats just to find cooler water from the hot Louisiana heat. These two presentations are almost guaranteed to put fish in the boat. Lake Chico is one of my favorite freshwater fisheries. And even on a bad fishing day, I can still enjoy being in the outdoors and enjoying the gorgeous scenery and active wildlife around me. Now let's switch over to another style of fishing. It's saltwater time. Louisiana's coast is covered from one end to the other with great places to fish. In fact, Louisiana contains about 41% of the coastal wetlands in the United States. These wetlands create some of the richest, most diverse habitat in the world. But my favorite place to fish is right smack dab on the coast in the Gulf of Mexico. Almost 2 hours southwest of my hometown is a small community known as Holly Beach. In the 1990s and early 2000s, it was the #1 destination if you wanted to have a great time fishing or just partying on the beach. But unfortunately in 2005, Hurricane Rita hit the Gulf Coast and left the beach and all of its residents in devastation. There was not one structure left in the community of Holly Beach. But in normal Louisiana fashion, we pick up the pieces and keep on trucking. Holly Beach is already beginning to make a comeback, and so is the fishing. You can expect to catch a multitude of species in the Gulf here, including, but not limited to, red drum, speckled trout, gaff top or hardhead catfish, triggerfish, bonita, jack crevalle, red snapper, and way more than I can ever name. I love surf fishing from the beach here, and I usually use some kind of live or cut bait. Usually it's finger mullet or shrimp or even crab. They seem to usually work the best. The Gulf of Mexico is absolutely loaded with fish waiting to tug on your line. So if you guys want to visit a place where the food and the music is just as good as the fishing, then come on down to the Sportsman's Paradise and let's laissez les bon temps rouler.